Hello, creative and beautiful souls, to a new episode of the Mind of the Crochet Designer podcast. I am back. I have been on a podcasting hiatus for a few weeks now, and not because I didn't have inspiration for new episodes. I mean, the list goes on and on. You should see my project management system. There are so many episode ideas on there. But anyway, it was because I was working on something new and exciting. If you have listened to the previous episode, then you already know a little bit about it because I was working on two new toolkits and I've had the best fun creating these toolkits because I know that there are so many designers that are struggling to get their designs seen, and that's such a shame because so many of you are making amazing things and you deserve more eyes on your designs, on your wonderful work. And what I have noticed is that us crochet design creatives get really stuck when it comes to promoting our designs, really showing off our designs, maybe even bragging a little bit about our designs. It just does not come natural to us. But the harsh truth is that your designs do not get seen automatically. You really want to showcase them. But before I go into that more, I want you to know that I know how painful it can be to work on designs such a long time, spend all of your creative energy on them, spend time on writing down the pattern, having it tested, maybe even making charts or tutorial photos, and then you hit that release button and it's crickets. No one's buying, or maybe you get one or two sales and that's the end of it, and those two sales are not covering your time. And of course we also do this because we love what we do, but we also love to get paid for our time. So that's where promotion comes in. And for the longest time, I did not get paid for my designs either. I was very painfully unsure around promoting my own patterns. I would just simply post maybe one or two pictures. And I was almost apologetic about it, like, oh, I don't want to spam people, even though they loved what I made. They followed me because they really wanted to see what I was making. But I felt icky and I felt insecure and almost like I was harassing or inconveniencing people with my posts. So I just made a few posts and like, hey, I've made a thing, so you can find it here and maybe you love it, maybe you don't. And that would be the end of it. And I was like my own worst promoter. And that's so wrong because we want to be the person that loves our designs the most. And we also want to showcase that love. So I want to start out with that whole feeling around promotion because a lot of us feel like it's deceptive, it's wrong, it feels sleazy, it feels icky to promote your patterns, or it might even feel like you're pushing your patterns or designs on someone else. And this could not be further from the truth. And I am part of a Facebook group full of all these different online entrepreneurs. And so many of us struggle with the whole promotion thing. And one lady, she said something that really struck a chord. She said, the fact that you are seeing promotion like something icky, like something that's wrong or sleazy or deceptive, even, is the reason why you're holding back with your promotion. And it helps you so much if you could view promotion from a different perspective, namely the perspective of loving on what you provide. So, in this case, our designs and our patterns, and also just showcasing that love for your own designs during your promotion. but also loving on your potential customers. So making it easy to say yes to you, to your designs, and also have a wonderful time creating and crocheting your shawl or your blanket or whatever you are offering. So see it in a positive way instead of a negative or icky way. And this is also why I personally struggled is that a lot of modern online marketing methods are not feeling aligned at all to how I would like to do things. They rely on ways that feel sleazy, feel sometimes wrong, or even like lying. Like it's such a gray area, and I really don't want to run my business like that at all. But I was like, how come that to so many online creatives, it feels so wrong, and for others, it does not? And that's also because a lot of it relies on getting seen. And these common online marketing tactics are made by people that really don't struggle to get seen. They love to get seen. They love to be extroverted and go to parties and show themselves. And, those are the people that created these common marketing tactics. They are not created by people like you and me, people that are introverted by nature, that are creative, that just love to create but not necessarily brag about what they create. It just does not come natural to us. So for the longest time, I was like that as well. I felt really insecure around my promotions and I just did not want to feel like I was pushing patterns onto people. And the last few years, I've discovered that I was creating a new way of doing your pattern promotion, something that actually feels aligned as an introverted creative, that does not feel sleazy or icky at all, but instead feels actually fun for me to do. And also that I am worthy and that my designs, especially, are worthy to getting seen. And so I have come up with a step-by-step method specifically for crochet pattern designers, but you can also use it if you are making ready-made items, of course, to showcase your designs and to really love on your designs, because that's ultimately what promotion is. It's just showcasing how amazing your designs actually are. And in this podcast episode, I want to go over a few of the biggest mistakes I see designers make, including me. So, no judgment here at all. I'm just here to help you. So, I want to go over a few things I see other crocheters and crochet designers do that do not help their promotions and getting their designs seen. I also want to go over the 6 steps of the toolkit and also go over a few tips from the toolkit and a few questions to ask yourself to really make sure that your designs receive the views, the followers, the sales that you actually deserve. So, to begin, let's just go over a few of the biggest mistakes crochet designers make. Again, no judgment, just here to help. So what I see is that a lot of designers give it all away at the front. And this is very logical, right? You want to make content for your social media, you want to make reels and whatever. So what I see a lot of crochet designers do is they share their whole behind the scenes process up front, from the first buying of the yarn, making the swatches, and when it's a work in progress, all the way up to when it's the finished design. I also see a lot of designers just slapping the design on a doll, or what's it called, like a mannequin, and showcase their shawl or cardigan, whatever, in a very often very unattractive way, just to for a tester call, or things like that. And again, no judgment. This is very logical, right? But in a moment, I will go over why this actually hurts you more than that it helps you. And Another thing I see is, like I said before, like I totally did myself, is only talking about your design once, like when it just releases, and then that's the end of it. And your design deserves so much more attention from you than you are now giving it, really. And I think that a lot of this stems from the insecurity and the fear that we annoy people, that our followers are going to leave because they're like, well, I've already seen this, so bye bye. I only want new content. Bye. But we forget that when we grow our lists, when we grow our following, there are new people that actually have not seen that design. So I want to invite you to let go of that fear and say to yourself, instead of fearing like annoying people or boring them or whatever, say to yourself, my designs deserve to get seen, and there will be people that not have seen this, so I'm doing this for them. And you also want to remind yourself that people follow you for a reason. They want to see your designs, and they want to see it in different variations, in different environments, on different people, in different colors. So just posting and talking about it once really is not the end of it. Your design deserves some love and extra attention from you. So having said that, I just said giving it away all at the front is a huge mistake, but very logical. So let me just explain why that is. My toolkit has 6 steps. Let me just list them one by one. Step 1 is the tease. Step 2 is the reveal. Step 3 is called the pull. Step 4 is the sweet release. Oh. Step 5 is FOMO, fear of missing out. And step 6 is the after party. Yay! So, all from the toolkit, pattern sales playground. If that does not sound fun, I don't know what is. But the whole premise of the promotional system is that we want to tap into the natural curiosity of your followers. And we do that by keeping secrets and not by giving all the behind the scenes away immediately. So, what I love to do with my promotions, and this is where the fun comes in, because I really feel like it should be fun for me to promote as well, and it should be fun for others to participate in. So I love to tap into the natural curiosity of my followers by teasing them. And I feel almost evil, but I just have the most fun teasing on social media, teasing on Instagram with little posts like coming soon, or just like a little video of a tree and then zooming out like coming soon, or giving little hints on a video or on a picture, like there are a few hints in this picture. What do you think the next design will be? And have a little guessing game. And this makes it so much more light and so much more fun. And if you give everything all away at the front, you really lose that advantage of being able to tap into that natural curiosity. So have fun with it. You deserve to have fun. You also deserve to get creative, because I think with promotions, it's easy to forget that we are actually creative people. I mean, we design crochet samples from scratch, but we struggle with our promotions because we feel like it needs to be a certain way. Let's just get creative and let's have some fun with our promotions. So that's what the whole toolkit is about. And another thing that's really major in the toolkit, in my promotional method, is the premise that people want what they cannot have. And I always ask myself, how can I tap into that? Let me just give an example of that. When you are watching your favorite Netflix show, and it's the end of the season, and you're instantly googling, okay, when's the next season, when is it going to come? does that not instill desire for the next season to watch on? And this desire gets bigger and bigger, especially when you can have it. Things around special editions from books like go for thousands, millions of euros because there are only 50 copies available. Not that it's such a great book, but because it's rare, And my toolkit and the step-by-step system also helps to really create that want, to really create that desire for your pattern. What also helps is a few questions to ask yourself. I have a business coach and he says, and I think he quotes someone else, I really don't know who, I'm really sorry, that the quality of your life is determined by the quality of the questions you ask yourself. And so this also goes for whenever you are creating something, whenever you are making a plan for your promotion. So let's ask ourselves a few very high quality questions to make our promotions more fun and more light and actually aligned. So the first question you want to ask yourself is, how can I make this promotion fun for me as well as my potential customers? So what I love to do, I mean, you want to do the work here, but let me just give you an example. What I love to do is use giveaways. Giveaways are an amazing way that people organically and naturally share your work, that they potentially receive a free copy of your pattern or something else entirely. And that it's also fun for you because you actually get feedback on your posts. I mean, I know firsthand how painful it can be to spend so long on your promotional plan only to get crickets or no comments or maybe 2 likes. And so giveaways really enhance that fun factor and also creates more engagement. So this makes it fun for you as well as your potential customers. It's a win-win. And also, another thing you can ask yourself is, how can I highlight the best parts of my design and show it the love it deserves? And you guys, this is so important because I feel that a lot of us are insecure. We are making things from our hearts and we showcase that to the world, and all of a sudden it feels vulnerable. It feels like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm able to even love this because people are not responding. We get insecure. We make it mean something, all of those non-comments, non-likes. And I really feel like so much of having a successful promotion, that you actually get the sales that you want, is to show up in your promotion actually loving on your design. So we want to ask ourselves, what are the best parts of my design and how can I highlight those? I really feel like so many designers struggle with showcasing this because in their hearts they feel a little bit insecure to show that love. And I totally get that. But I also strongly feel like you should be your design's biggest fan, and your designs deserve to get seen, and it deserves your love. It deserves your attention. And promotion is nothing more than that. So let me just give an example. When I did the release for the Overstory, it's a circular shawl, but you can also make it into a wall hanging. So people were like, well, I don't actually know how to wear a circular shawl. So what I did is I highlighted all of the ways that you could wear a circular shawl that's loving on your design. There were people that were like, I'm not a shawl person. I don't like wall hangings either. So what I did is, instead of feeling insecure, like, oh, I totally should not have made a circular shawl or whatever, I showcased different ways of using the design. So I showcased it as a tablecloth. I showcased it as a blanket. I showcased it on the floor, like you could use it for a rug, just to instill that imagination for potential customers to buy the pattern anyway, to showcase how versatile this design actually is. So, those are a few questions you can ask yourself that really will enhance your promotion. And lastly, I want to say that I totally get how hard it is to start from zero. I mean, a lot of us, we have to start somewhere, right? The first thing I want to say around that is that you will not grow if you will not start, which is like, I know this is common sense, right? But if you keep yourself back by this fear of, well, I have no one to release my designs to, you keep in that fear, then of course you will not grow, because the matter of the fact is, every new release will grow your following, will grow your customer base, will grow your list. And also, I feel that a lot of us are struggling to promote on social media because nowadays it almost feels like screaming in the void. And I could not agree more if you feel that way as well. This is not a reason to not promote your designs, because there are so many different ways to promote your designs than on social media. I mean, of course, it's very easy to start on social media. It does not cost anything. You don't have to be technical, or at least you don't have to be very technical. So anyone can start a social media account, but there are so many different ways to promote your designs off of social media and still create that connection. So in the toolkit, I also highlight a part around when you're just starting from scratch, because we all have to start somewhere, right? And it would be such a shame if that's the only reason that's keeping you back from actually releasing designs. So, having said all that, the toolkit is now available. It's called Pattern Sales Playground, and I actually have two separate toolkits. So next to the Pattern Sales Playground, I also have a host a crochet along and sell it out. And if you buy the crochet along toolkit, it will also have the whole step-by-step promotional system from the Pattern Sales Playground, but then tailored to crochet along promotion. Because when we are hosting a crochet along, we also want to fill it, we want people to participate. So just so you know that there are two toolkits, but you don't need both. You can just choose one or the other. And I also want you to know that until December 20, you have a chance to find a golden ticket, Willy Wonka style, so fun, that will give the lucky finder of the ticket a one-on-one brainstorm session with me. I don't offer brainstorm sessions or one-on-one sessions at all, just so you know. And this is such an amazing way to just brainstorm, bounce ideas off of each other, and really take your promotion or your crochet along to the very next level and make it fun for you. Create something that feels aligned and just right for you. So if you now enroll into one of the two toolkits until December 20, you get a chance to finding that golden ticket and a one-on-one session with me. So that's what I want to end with. I really hope that whatever you take from that podcast episode, to give yourself permission to love way more on your design than you are doing right now, because your designs really deserve to get seen. So that's what I want to end with. I wish you a very wonderful and creative week, and talk to you next time on the Mind of the Crochet Designer podcast. Bye bye.